Does she?
Yeah. No, she's never like that though.
Stream! What's happening?
Let the confusion begin. Who is that boy?
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
We'll say hello quickly. Joshua, Cameron, David, Gordon, Lynn, Charlie. We got DJ's in here as well. Long time no see. Watching from Austria. What are you doing? What are you doing over there, lad? Brian and Battlefield since
school trip or something to Austria.
1872. How we doing? How we doing all? Dundee again. That was going to write a description for this watch along, and I'm like, okay, what do I write in this one that's not the exact same as 2 weeks ago? I'm like, back-to-back trips with a short trip to Belgrade in between. I'm like, that'll do it. What's this to take care of?
That'll do. That'll do.
Adam, welcome in. Dalus, you better do an introduction so that people aren't confused.
So first things first. Joining me in Reese today. Normally we just have the voice of someone, but new flatmate here.
How's it going, guys?
Vicky's moved out. This is Stuart, new flatmate. He's moving in about 2 weeks, two and a half weeks, something like that. But so known him since pretty much the day I was born, really.
Basically, mate.
Like one of those people that you're raised as family with, kind of things. Like one of those. But so weird how life turns out. You moved into Stoke, get married. I end up down in Stafford a couple of years later, and now we're living together in Stafford.
Yes.
Weird how life happens sometimes, but
finds a way.
We're here for it. And so let's get it.
Let's do it. Oh, well, what we saying? We've got an early score prediction of 4-0 already. A Tav pen, of course.
Aye, mate.
Oh,
10 out.
I thought you were saying
Ken
2 Morelos 2 there. I was like, oh, hold on. What actually happened to Itten and Simpson? Went to play for Stafford Rangers. That's about their level, to be honest.
Everyone's saying 4-0.
3-4-0s, confident.
I know, confident.
They match it a little bit. Obviously, goal difference playing a big part. Well, looks like it might play a big part in the run into this, but with them, one game in hand, but currently being 15 goals ahead. I mean, 15 now, it's not too much to ask for a day, right? Or even 16. Like,
I mean.
Where's Reedabix? You need him. He would come in saying Davis will get subbed on and
he'd come in like
now.
Davis will get subbed on, score 32 goals, and we'll win 60-0.
Yep.
for once, I'd take one of those predictions being right. You know what I mean? I'd take that prediction being right.
Aye, of course, Cameron. Of course, mate. Don't worry about that.
Of course.
Right, we'll go.
He wouldn't be on if he wasn't. Trust me. He wouldn't be getting the spare bedroom if he was. He'd do it in his arse.
So yeah, our team for the day, just in case anyone's not seen it, is McGregor in goals, the unrestable, undroppable Iron Man that is Goldson starts again. Tav, Bassey, and Big Phil that's came back in. I said before this when I seen the team lineup, I was like, when are we ever going to get to see Balogun and Phil back together again? I'm desperate to see it, but. Mate, even if Goldson's like a manager's favourite and everything, does he not like some players need a rest sometimes? Do you know what I mean? And
that's the thing. Even if he's a manager's favourite, would you not think he deserves a rest at some point? For like, you know, it's.
Anyways, he's still Sands, I think, has earned his spot in a starting 11 again. He's been pretty good every time he's coming on. He seems to be getting like. More in favour of the Rangers fans every game that he plays right now. Seems to be growing into the jersey, so happy to see him start. And then Lundstrom, who's again another player that's getting better and better in the manager and fans' eyes. So solid with them two in the middle. Jack's started like the past 3-4 games. So is it that he just feels Sands deserves it? Is it that with Jack's injury proneness he just wants to give him a rest? Which I think it'll be the latter of those. But happy with those two in the middle. And then you've went with it's Arfield who's came back in, and it's Ramsey in for the start, Kent and Morelos, unsurprisingly. So I'm looking forward to seeing Ramsey, Sands, Phil back in. I'd be slightly surprised that Arfield starts over the likes of Aribo, but I know it's about resting players, but then if Golson doesn't get rested, then why do you
I was
rest
going
other
to say,
players? And
I was going to say, if
blah,
it's
blah,
about resting players, where's Goldson's rest? But
Right, what's your thoughts
Right.
on the team, Dallas? Oh, and Stuart.
I mean, I'm happy with it. Again, as you said, I'd like to see Phil and Balogun at the back. That way, it's like, don't get me wrong, we've seen both Goldson and Tav getting forward quite a bit recently, but Balogun's that like Boogie-esque player that will take the ball and run forward with it and try and take people on.
Yep.
And obviously, we've spoken about this time and time and time again. Hollander, fundamental defensive capability.
By
Phil
far the best.
is our best player by a mile. He's not the quickest, not the biggest, not the strongest, but
Well, the biggest, the man's
When
6'4", mate.
I mean, big. I know. He's no Katic. He's no Katic. Other than that, I'm happy with the team. I'm happy. A couple of players getting rested. Obviously, now that we've got Braga.
I've been trying everything to get these Portugal tickets booked. By the way, and it's annoying that it's not a straight to the place. Like, you know what I mean? That you can't go straight to Braga. It's always to Porto, to Lisbon, to somewhere else, and you need to travel to it. So it's a lot to do, but at the same time, we do get a lot of tickets for that because Braga fans tends to be quite poor. They don't show up to games, so it gives us a lot of extra seats in the ground. So I don't know. I'll keep trying to look for tickets to go over there. If not, then I'll maybe need to look up the Italian mountain trip when we get Touchwood through. Go and play Atalanta or something.
That's a game.
Like, just keep it for Barca or West Ham in the final. But let's talk about Dundee, shall we? I'll get excited about that another day.
I mean, that's the thing as well. Though, like when you look at the bench, like I'd say we've got a strong bench, but it's like the bench would be first team players basically if you made another team. The bench are all like first team capable players.
You're looking at it. Jack, Balogun, Aribo, Kamara,
Diallo, he's still got a bit to play.
They're all players that if they're in the starting 11, you're chilling with it. No Lowry involved in the bench today because he was involved with a spanking of the lesser team in Glasgow yesterday, which was a big hype about that game. Rescheduled a couple of times, and a good amount of support showed up at iBooks to watch the young lads. But like, for those that watched that game as well, Lowry's he's just a step ahead of that man. He's got to be in and involved with this.
He's
Starting 11, starting squad,
level.
all the time, man. He is above that level now.
Yep, 100%.
Mate, 1 minute to go. I like these early kickoffs. Nice sunshine outside.
I know, mate. I know.
Get up to whatever I want to do after this as well. Or shorty.
Right,
couple minutes if that to
then
kick off.
we're up it later for Kyle. Well, one of Kyle's birthday dinners later on as well. We're up to the Beefeater for that. Because we're doing one today where it's just like, well, me, Amy, Kyle, my mum, Alan, and Stuart, and then it's another one where we've got a smokehouse booked.
Ooh.
So like a proper smoke pit barbecue, like mate.
That's like pretty much bang on in it. There's not much of a for you looking at my screen.
Looking at it now. No much in it.
Oh, Leslie's got the memo with the 4-0. Right, lads, we need to do a prediction. Are we back in the chat's 4-0? That is the most unanimous I've ever seen a chat in a prediction.
Love to see the Gallant Pioneers kit though.
Do you? Do we? I mean, well, I like the look of it, but we've not got a great.
I love the look of it.
We've not got a great record in these.
It's another purple kit. Mate, maybe Dundee's just the team that we're using to get the kit curse off our back. We've done it with the purple kit. Time to do it with the white kit now.
See, mate, we'll see.
Alright.
Readabix is in. He's joined the 4-0 as well. Readabix, we thought you would predict a 15-0 and Davis to score like at least a double hat trick in that. We thought we were going to get from you there, mate.
Aye. Anyway, so you said score predictions. I'm going to go with same thing I said last time. 4-1. I'm going to go with 4-1 again.
I'm happy. I'm happy on a 3-0 today.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said last Dundee game as well. Pretty sure you said.
I finished 3-0, didn't it? I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I got that right last time.
No, or did you say 3-1?
I'm sticking it again. Nah, I don't.
We'll say you said 3-0. We'll say you said 3-0.
It's only in Europe that I say concede sometimes.
What about you, Stuart?
3-1.
3-1? Okay. So we've got a 3-0, a 3-1, and a 4-1.
That's more like it.
There we go. Ramsey to score 1, Davis to score the rest.
Just as per, see a lot of the usual faces, but please don't put in spoilers, goals, anything like that, because we want to make it as interactive as we can with the chat. And
before we get any cars,
you know.
Rattling up and down the street. I forgot about that.
Paul's in with the phone now as well. Should I just take a wee minute to
mate,
pull off what looks like Lural
I'm buying a headphone
off the pitch for the Rangers fans here? Bobby Madden, who's that? The new beard? That's new. It was like... a 56, right. Okay. I see it now. We're getting more confident. A couple more drinks been...
We went from 3-0 to 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0,
I see how this is going.
6-0, 56-0, and then of course you've got Rita Bixby's 40 million to 0.
I was going to say...
Mate, how many goals a minute would you need to score for that, actually?
Euro hangover back 2 each. Robert, less of that, pal. Less of that, mate. No thanks. I feel you're right, but I'm not going there. Need to win in this kit. I want to like it. I've got it. I love it, but I need a...
Readabex, just so you know, mate, for your score prediction to come true, we would need to score 7,408 goals per second.
That's doable.
Doable.
Just get European Rangers to show up and that's it. We spoke about this in the last one, but it's always interesting when you're playing a team twice in the space of a week. Here we go. We got the Rangers fans have stopped the game again with another. What is best described as toilet roll? I think it is toilet roll, but it is just full on toilet roll getting launched on at either side of the stadium. Okay.
Brilliant.
Mate, it's. I'm surprised there's no complaining again, like the snowballs all over again.
Oh, it's
the snowball situation all over again.
I get it. It's the friendly protest that UB have got a banner up saying you'll jump into bed with Glasgow Celtic. They've got. Here we go. More of a message sent out. Like I agree with this one, Michael. I agree. Like they can be, but with what's been done so far, I will controversially back it 100%. I know that's not everyone's opinion on it, but it's a nice little. It's not as if any damage is going to be done. It's not as if you're throwing flares
it's a
on the pitch.
Protest. It's a non-violent protest at the end of the day.
I'm fully on board with that.
Whereas when you look at the other side of Glasgow last season, and I don't mean Partick Thistle,
and stick your friendly up your arses ringing round the stadium right after it. So there's no doubts what this protest is about.
Aye, but it's like then when you look at last season, it's like throwing barriers and everything in your team bus, damaging your team bus and everything, costing your club money. What's this doing? Taking a couple of minutes to clear some toilet roll off the pitch, but it's still
stoppage time for us to get more goals.
It's still making voices known just in a non-violent way.
Yeah, we'll say it the new, mate. Wait until Dundee scored in like the 49th minute of added time now.
A dirty protest somewhat. Well, I hope it's not a dirty protest, Cameron. Some dirty bugger better not have been using it than throwing it in the pitch. Tell you that much.
Stuart Robinson in the stand watching on. The man that's backing it. One of the main men that sorted it. Wonder what he's thinking. You wonder what they have to be thinking, but they must be seriously looking at trying to stop it. They've got
Well,
to
I mean,
be.
mate,
I know they're going to be
it's-
contractually in this, that, the next thing now, but
Ah,
I've never seen fans so unanimous. I know there is still some Rangers fans that are all for the friendly. Like, it's your opinion, fair enough. But like 98% of fans here are all in agreement that this shouldn't be going ahead.
I mean, that's the thing. From a business, like we've spoken about this before, from a business perspective, I get it. But from a club culture perspective, it's a horrific decision. It really is.
And if you're that worried about money, then just go and get the League One. There you go. Sorted. No need to worry.
Well, I mean, what is it?
30 odd million you'd end
I
up
was
getting
sat- I
just
was
for
sat
getting in
reading
the group
stats.
stage and that.
I was sat reading it out. I can't remember if I was sitting with you when we were playing Apex the other night, or if it was when we were playing Warzone.
Ah, it was the other night.
It was so far just for the Europa League. It's something like, what was it, like 47 million or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was a stat I saw on Twitter somewhere. But the Europa
something
League,
like
the amount of money we've made, it's a pretty penny. So
Yeah.
I don't think we should be worrying too much, especially if some of what is rumoured and expected, that some of our bigger paychecks will be leaving come summer.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, chances are we might be bringing in even bigger paychecks if we've got the money there for it, depending on how well we do in competitions. But
We shall
know.
see.
What I'd love to know is, see, or the UB that organised that, who's the one that was like, right, Derek, mate, it's your job to bring the toilet rolls today. Make sure you don't forget your toilet roll bags, right? And it's been someone's job to turn up today.
You got somebody like pulled lines.
How did you get in there? Stuart's like, what you got there, mate? Nothing.
hey, they probably just went and ransacked the toilets and pulled toilet roll out the toilets and everything. Oh man.
Oh, someone's needing a half-time shit and he's fuming, isn't he? That's it.
Oh aye, oh aye.
Oh, that wasted in the pitch.
Someone's away for a half-time shit. They're calling their son, their dad, whoever they've got in the game with them.
Emergency.
You get onto the pitch and get me some of that toilet roll, mate. Can you get me some of that toilet roll? They took it out the toilet, the bastard.
We're doing alright, Jacko, mate. The game's not much in it so
Jacko's
far,
happening.
just both teams filling each other out.
Yeah, it is. It's just. I mean, we spoke about it during the last game. You know, I mean, with how recent the game is, they're going to have like very, very fresh video to go over to see how both.
Well, Christy Elliott scores for Dundee. That's not the start we're after in the first 5 minutes, but well, that's a wee wake-up call for us so far.
I thought it went in for the cross at first.
I think it was. I don't. It was the cross looked so good. We'll see it back on this angle. But
Aye.
that worried look on Gio's face. We'll see it from this angle. It was a long throw in behind. Phil in corner. Who's that he's running away from? Is it Ramsey? Ramsey lets him get the cross in, and the cross is just perfect, by the way. Ramsey should stop the cross. That's who that's on there. The cross is superb, but Ramsey have to try and stop it. We go again. Ooh. Might need them added extra minutes now, boys.
Alright. Oh no, mate, we get like 20 of them a stream.
I was laughing at Johnny's comment.
Ah, okay.
I'm just disregarding that other one.
Dundee, aye. Who predicted
my
the one? What was it?
my
The 4-1? Oh, the 4-0s are in the mud now.
My 4-1's still on.
See
Read
my
about it, I
thing,
don't
but
think you were meant to get timed out there.
oh no, it's moved off. Right, I won't do that. I went to click on someone else, mate, and it's moved off. Aye. Apologies, read about, not you.
Who predicted the 3-1? He did. He said 3-1, I said 4-1.
You never want to concede a goal, but the only thing I would say at this point is
At least it's early, so we've got the game to get back into.
you want to concede at this time. See if it's like nothing each, and then you go and concede in like the 60th minute, and you're like, oh no. But this gives us plenty of time. Scored a goal in the first half, and we're all right. If it stays like this going into the second half, it's a bit more squeaky bum.
And that's the thing, we were in the same situation midweek, you know what I mean? Goal down,
Against a wee bit of a better
chasing
team.
But then again, that was also a team that doesn't mind coming out and attacking. Guaranteed
Well,
Dundee's
it
game
now,
plan now for the next 80 minutes will be 10 men in the box.
Yep. As normally is the case.
Yeah.
Stupid kit. Tell you, man. We've let another cross in the box. That's a great cross again, by the way. Still alive. We get these crosses stopped. I don't know if it was the same boy that put it in, but what a cross. It was the same boy that put the cross in again. Who have we got? It's this same spot, so it's between Ramsey and Tav, and you get a grip with this side.
Tell you what though, man, his crosses have been... The two that we've seen, to be fair, they've been absolute banger crosses. Oh, it's the tennis balls in the pitch now. We've got the tennis balls coming on now.
I prefer the toilet rolls to the... I know it's not going to like properly hurt someone, a tennis ball, but at the same time, slightly more likely to hurt someone. So I would stick to the Luro before going protest.
So we've had toilet roll, we've had tennis balls. What's next?
I know they're going to have something else, by the way. You know they will.
But mate, the stewards are making the same mistakes as they did with the snowballs. They're throwing them up against the barrier, where they're just reaching over and picking them back up
again. You look at the back post, and it's...
By the way, though, I don't. If McGregor doesn't slip there, I reckon he maybe gets back enough to get up to that.
I don't think Kent can do much at the back post either. I think that cross is
no. I think it's the thing you needed was to shut down that cross eye. I think that, as I said, if McGregor doesn't slip, I do think he's got a better chance of getting it there, obviously. But
there's some rather large stewards here that are taking the time with the tennis balls. My nicest way of saying that.
There's one still messing about with the toilet roll or not.
Wrap my back up. Somebody needs this.
Jesus. I'm not sure if this is just a dodgy cameraman or the stadium's bouncing.
Nah, I don't think the stadium's bouncing at this point, mate. I don't think the Dundee fans have got that in them.
I don't think there's enough Dundee fans in there to make it bounce.
Dundee fans in the world for that.
It's the thing, see with all these stewards as well, like, majority of them are paid about living probably lucky if they're getting minimum wage and standing there with like zero training, do you know what I mean? They're just like, yeah, okay, I'll turn up for a... That's the thing with the majority of stewards at this point, so I don't know how to deal with it.
Generally, like the security license I've got, I could go and steward again with the security license I've got.
Some tickets, mate. You tell me what gate you're at and I'll walk in. Great idea. Look, that's the Rangers fans cheering again. They're flinging them back on, like you just said. They're putting them up against the barrier. It's stupid as anything. And that's a decent corner. Imagine after all that. Oh, man.
The only other thing I don't really like about it is it's like I spoke about it as non-violent protest, whatever, blah blah blah.
Alfie, that's not the best, but I think that was Kent that done well to stop that going for a corner.
Aye, he did. The other thing I don't like about it though is that it's like when we're chasing the game right now and try to find our rhythm to get back into the game, it's disrupting our rhythm and it's hurting us more than it's hurting Dundee at this point. And it's like, but at the same time, it's the fans that are doing that and that are disrupting it that will complain that if we drop points here today and that costs us the league.
3-1 Spiral, hopefully.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Well, Spiral, I've said 4-1, so hopefully we
You done it? Okay.
put a couple in this half and then
Right, open my window.
I don't know, maybe turn into a training game second half, depending on how it goes. But
Paper aeroplanes now.
Maybe.
be making paper airplanes out of the toilet roll, aye.
12 and a bit minutes in. I know we've only actually played about 7 minutes of football, but we've not even looked like a shot yet. Now I mean the shot on target, which isn't the best.
Mate, I don't think we've had comfortable possession within about 10 yards of their bot. Never mind looking like a shot.
Mixed in that plus how much time Dundee will waste now whenever they can in this half.
Aye, 100%.
A wee bit of added time on this half, I presume.
I swear to God, if there's less than 5 minutes added time, then
No.
this is going to be. Well, mate, you say no, but we all know how bad the quality of refereeing is in Scotland, so you know. Then again, I'm pretty sure we were like that in the return leg of the Red Star game as well. We're like, oh, it should only be a minute or two added time. 5 minutes? Where the fuck did that come from? The complete opposite.
Ooh, McGregor, well done, kind of off his line.
McGregor does well,
Good.
get it to it out. And dare I say it, I think it might be. Don't get me wrong, Sands, fantastic player, like really rate Sands, but
Hold on, mate.
maybe missing the physicality and the leadership of Jacko.
Who told Calvin Bassett it was alright to wear like a dark navy Under Armour under this white kit? Who okayed that? But nah. Jacko's leadership, aye, but I think Sands is every bit as physical as Ryan Jack. If not even more. He's definitely, maybe not as.
I know, but aye, that's what I mean though. Like the combination of both. Like,
Yeah.
I hate to say it though, but Dundee are looking the more dangerous team for the first.
They've been.
I'd say 14 minutes, but
Not like
8
5.
minutes.
Aye.
Aye. And of course, again, we've got
Bassett.
Lundstrom dropping back into that back three, leaving Bassett and Tab free to fly forward.
It wasn't the best ball for Sands, to be honest, there. Bobbling about. Pitch doesn't help, it does look very patchy, but.
Alright.
Dundee in no hurry now to take throw-ins.
Nah, 100%. I don't know if Giro just looks worried there, or if he's just like at a loss, because it's like.
Hey, Goldson on the ball again, looking to go forward. Have we genuinely seen any of our front, like 3 or 4 on the ball? Like,
I think Kent's been on it once.
Mate, I'm actually struggling to remember when any of our front 4 have really touched the ball. Like, Ramsey's got it here, but he's dropped away back into their own half to get it. I don't think we've had like more than 30 seconds possession in their half.
No. Dundee are definitely winning the midfield battle right now. That's the thing. They're just absolutely shutting down every passing channel. They're giving us no option. We're going side to side at the back, and that's about all we can do.
There's a better ball for
As I
Sands
say
to
that,
find
Bassey, we have fantastic ball!
Unlucky Alfie.
Oh,
He does well in
Alfie
the air for
Alfie
the
knows
size
that
in,
was
but
the chance. But
let's see how easy a chance that was from this angle. It's decent. Sorry, it's a half chance.
He tries the hard one, putting it behind him there, into the corner behind him, but
Cross was like almost
too
too perfect there.
It was one of those almost too good crosses where you don't have the like room to actually get the power on it properly. You just need to try and bounce it off your head.
Because it's not European game, they're not trying. I mean, I don't think they're not trying. It's just, I mean, I don't know,
it does
man.
feel that
It's
way
so
sometimes,
much
though,
of
Brian.
what's the word I'm looking for? The play styles. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just everyone says it, like how good and how happy we are with the team in Europe and Gio's tactics in Europe and this, that, and the next thing. But Gio's still got a lot to answer for when it comes to the league. I think that's safe to say. And playing against this type of team.
He just needs to find a system that will work domestically. He's got it nailed for Europe. He's got the system absolutely nailed for Europe. But unfortunately, that system doesn't work when you've got a team that are just stacking the back line and just try to... Well, not even trying, that are just playing so anti-football. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Dundee, they're not as bad as some teams in the league are. They've actually been coming out and having a go at us, and obviously that's got them the early goal, but it very much has looked like, right, they've got the early goal. They've had all 11 men in their half since then.
Phil did keep his head up looking for an option. Like, Rebo's a big part of that. Oh, it's a half decent ball, no takers.
Oh, you what, mate? You're lucky we're wearing the white kit today. If we weren't wearing the white kit, I'd be blaming you. I'd be saying you're the jinx. But we'll blame the kit today. We're lucky. This is where Steely will after it. He'll message me like, get him, dude, fuck off this, never again! Never again! Get him locked at the flat next time! It's alright, he's not got keys, I can do that now. I can lock him out. Oh man.
Easy.
Come on, Rangers.
No second balls, that.
Come off him, get him the yellow.
Aye. You're a Rangers fan, mate. What are you playing at? Another
Absolutely
wasted ball.
there,
Alfie's showing him where to put it, where we moan back at him, telling him to get up in front of him.
I think Alfie had probably about 6-7 yards for each defender. If that ball goes over the top, it's a clear run for Alfie. Yep. 3 on goal there. Bassett does well there, man.
That's a decent ball. Alfie should be sniffing over this, but he's chasing about it himself. Kent's arrived now. Oh, ball back to the keeper, does well to
come on, win the first ball. Alright, win the second ball this time, Rangers. Well done, Bassett.
See, whenever that's getting put into the middle, no one's stepping out near that ball. The amount of time our centre halves are winning it and heading into the midfield, it's always a Dundee player picking that up.
Oh, we've got a bit of a different team today, Reed side. We've got Sanj starting in our field starting today over Aribo and Kamara or Jack. But we'll see. Whether Gio thinks it's worth making changes. I don't think he'll make them at half time. I think he'll wait a little bit into the second half, but we'll see how it goes.
Ramsey Phil takes it quickly. Yep.
But that's the thing. This is a game we cannot afford to drop points in, man.
Nope.
That's the thing. It's like last season we broke this down pretty well.
Had it off them then. That's a guaranteed yellow every time we're getting fouled and they're standing in front of the ball. What are you saying now, mate?
It's like last season we could break these teams down that were still sitting 6-7 men in the box. Like we were breaking them down. We had that creativity from Aribo, Hadji, Kent, but we're just, I don't know where it's not coming from.
Right for us in the box,
it's
man.
the same
Phil
players.
keeps it alive. Goldson! Unlucky. Nearly a wee
Goldson had
volley,
it on
similar
the
to
turn there,
his,
man, aye.
similar to his goal last time, almost.
But basically, all I was saying is it's the same group of players. It's just that creativity and the ability to find the gaps is just.
Well, here we're at the 22nd minute, and the
Disappear.
most dangerous we've looked has been our two centre halves combining.
Yep.
It's like,
But that's the thing, though. It's like that does come down to, and again, credit to Dundee. They have just absolutely smothered us through the midfield forward.
so
Take
ball,
that to the face, mate. There you go. I love this kit, though, man. It's such a good-looking kit. It just seems to be whenever we're playing anything except blue, we just don't play the same.
Look at him, Sands trying to come forward with his hands up, going, who the f wants the ball?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. But anyway, that's a good run, but just not enough there.
Ah, smelling our field sub. Well, read the bikes, I mean, you're not wrong with that, to be fair. Oh, mate.
Phil, just take it and turn with it. Stop trying to be fancy. I agree with you, Nuri.
I was going to say, mate, Arfield's not done himself any favours after I've said I can smell an Arfield sub there.
I disagreed with you before that, but after seeing that, aye, get him, get him. Mate, ever since you mentioned it the last game, I can't see anything but that grey patch on Hollander now.
Big man's beard.
Aye.
He is.
Very good looking score.
Excellent.
Aye, 100% Gordon. I'd take a good looking score, but.
One Dundee. Yeah, I'm not sure what they've got to do with Dundee, mate. You're a bit confused. Wrong team. Goldson inviting pressure on with a ball that was how many yards away their away from each other? 2, 3?
And he's 5 yards at most away from each other there.
Put it up and over Lander's head away for a throw in deep in our half. Like, what?
The only excuse Goldson has there is if the ball's bobbled right before he's hit it. Like, and I mean like instantly before he's hit it.
Long throw going into the box
Which,
here.
to be fair, again, the state of Dundee's pitch, I wouldn't be surprised, but.
I hate these long throws. Arfield clears. They're not the best
Arfield.
after that.
Aye. Alfie does well, knock
out.
it back to Bassey, but Bassey just.
Well done, Tav. That's nice.
Aye.
Finds Arfield.
Right, come on.
No good enough. Oh,
Right, that's Arfield injured. Get him
too
off.
slow.
Come on.
Too slow.
That is genuinely what it feels like. It feels like we're just too slow with the build-up in the midfield now. No one's shown for it. And don't get me wrong, as much as I love Arfield, he's no Aribo when it comes to dropping back, getting the ball and going forward with it. He's no Aribo.
Ramsey looking for a long ball and it's straight to the keeper.
I'm not sure if that was a shot or meant for Alfie there, eh? We've given too many teams a start this season. Yep, 100%.
Scrappy game, man. What a scrappy game.
Still an hour left, it's still plenty of time.
Davis on for that. Davis on the bench, I think he is.
No, he's not. Bench is McLaughlin, Balogun, Barisic, Jack, Aribo, Kamara, Diallo, Roof, and Sam Mina.
All I want right now is Aribo for Arfield. That's all I want now. I'm fine with that.
Aribo for Arfield would be the change, and then failing that,
Ramsey off for Roof or something.
I'd say Ramsey off for Roof. I could go with that. And then depending on Sands, how he plays the rest of it, Sands for Jack or Kamara.
I thought John Lundstrom was about to take Bobby Madden's life away from him there. He's getting told to calm down a little bit.
Right. I think I've got to ask here, by the way, how many people watched the boxing last night, Thor versus Eddie Hall? I was having a laugh about that, and I was like, because the commentary were like, yeah, the boxing starts in a couple of minutes. Who knows how long it'll stay boxing? I was just sat there like, oh, to be fair, because who's going to stop these two if they decide to go for a scrap and no box? Who's going to get in the way of those two?
Got on Tab, no left foot though, and then Ramsey trying to turn and hit it in a snapshot and scuffs it. I think it's generous to even call that a scuff.
It's
Let's see if Tab hits this week's left foot. Left foot.
If Tab had a left foot, aye.
Professional footballers should have 2 feet. Especially a club this size.
It should be I'm sorry, it doesn't matter whether it's a club the size of Rangers, Madrid, or bloody Cheltenham
Dundee.
Town. It doesn't matter what, if you are paid to professionally play football, whether you're League 3,
mate,
League
unless
1,
you're like Arjen Robben good with 1 foot, then
aye.
you like see how much that would piss me off as a manager if you were so like 1-footed.
Aye. But it's like being able to use both feet should be a minimum. Who won the boxing? Thor won it last night. An absolute schooling session for Thor last night.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, if any of those punches for Eddie connected, game over. But that's all he was doing for just 6 rounds straight.
Like Clip B in the Monday Night Football. Oh, McGregor. Waste, man. No wonder Dundee are laughing at McGregor's distribution there.
Mate, the thing I want to know is why whenever it goes back to McGregor, is it just panic and throw it up the pitch? Like, we know he can play it out for the back. We've seen him play it out the back for midweek and then for the game against these lot last time, but
Hi, good to see Alfie starting this, by the way, after coming off. But it turns out he definitely did just want a shot of that buggy in Serbia. That was it. He definitely seen that and just went, I'm having a shot of that. Get me off.
I want
that.
a ride. Give me a ride.
I wouldn't be surprised if, in his mind as well, he knew if I get one booking here, I'm missing the next round and I want to play the next round. Genuinely, it would not surprise me one bit if Alfie was like, I'm just gonna
took it into his
go
own
off
hands,
here. He's like,
if Gio's not taking me off.
He's like,
I'm
number
taking
1, I
myself
can
off.
definitely play the next round, and number 2, I got a shot in this buggy. Like, get me off.
Corner to Rangers. I'm going to be throwing rolls of toilet roll at the camera in a minute just to get this done with, man. You seem to keep joining when we're 1-0 down.
That means a comeback
every
every
time you join, we seem to win. That's the thing.
Right, Rangers corner. That's a decent ball, by the way. Well defended. Well defended.
Oh, man.
I don't think he's properly fit, to be honest. I don't think, like, Ramsey. I don't know.
To be fair, Ramsey at like 80% fitness is still probably better than 95% of the league, but when he's costing you stuff like that, man, it's. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a bad pass for Tav there, but it was actually inch perfect to get past the man.
Do we not get some good headphones? I mean, I don't know what we here has to do with you, to be honest. It's a bit weird.
What's that?
I'm saying I don't know what we here has to do with anyone else, but it's like someone's always going to moan about something.
When he's got something to say, Neil.
He's brand new, mate. He's not been here before. That's all.
Say enjoying the match, but don't know if this can be classed as an enjoyable, tolerable at best.
I wouldn't. The performance today, I wouldn't call tolerable, mate. No chance. There's an hour left to go in the game. We can still easily put 3 or 4 past them. We just need to find, like, who's going to be the player that brings that spark to the pitch today. There's always, every time something like this turns around, there's always that one player that just has that one moment of magic, that one little thing that sparks the belief in the rest of the squad. Who's it going to be today? So far, it looks like it might be Kent. He's looked probably the sharpest on the ball going forward. But then again, when's it not Kent?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Kent's playing well, when's it not Kent? Unless Aribo decides to just give us another masterclass, you know?
On a long ball wasted. Ramsey steps in, wins it. Morelos with 3 around him. Yeah, soft. I think that's a foul.
I know, Rangers, this thing, it's like dirty slogfest games like that where you can, even though you look like you're struggling, pull the 3 points out. That's the games that make champions, but Jesus. As a fan, it's just painful to watch sometimes, you know what I mean?
I'll 10 at least.
I know, rank 55, I agree with you in that. It's like there's...
I don't like the 10 whipping boy. I just feel like if someone's just no playing well, they get rightfully called out.
Aye, but that's the thing though, it's like you are the kind of person that's like if they're not playing well, you'll call them out, but there are people that it's like Ramsey could play a blinder, score a hat-trick, 2 assists.
Oh, it's like Morelos was like that for a good while.
Clearances.
Like you had so many Rangers dads being like, oh, he's lazy, he's grumpy, and then we're like, well take a look where he is now. I get you, but that sort of thing, even when he is playing well.
Aye. It's like he could get 3 goals, 2 assists, 2 goal line clearances. We lose 1 goal that comes to a defender. It's like Ramsey's fault. Get him off. Like, man.
And a lumped ball up. Kent trying to do something with it. Brings Arfield back into it. Another poor pass for Arfield.
I don't know if that's Arfield or Ramsey though, because it looks like Ramsey just lets the ball go by him. See, that 55, like, I'm kind of split opinions on that, yes. Like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, the way teams play in Europa suits us a lot more. because of our system, the way we play. When teams come forward and actually try to attack us, we play better against that. Whereas typically, Scottish League teams just overload their own box and try and get a goal in the counter attack.
Mate.
But Tav got absolute dog's abuse for seasons.
I would still say the exact same thing about Tav. Absolute Mr. Inconsistent. When he's
100%.
on the ball, he's arguably our best player, and when he's... But then he's got the massive defensive mistakes in him, which cost us games and points. It's like... That's the only reason why he's not
And then he pulls out a pass
top
like that.
team, is his defensive ability. I say a top team like high up in the Prem or whatever. That's the only thing stopping him.
That's the thing, though. I genuinely think, though, that the way Gio's got the system set up now, with Tav playing wing back instead of full right back, is better for him because it gives him more time, more time to go forward. And I think this will help Tav a bit more. Obviously, he still needs to do the job defensively when he's called on, but.
Oh, that was a dodgy bounce, well defended.
Right.
I see at the same time,
well
do we think, like, these teams always give 110% against Rangers, it always just is the case because it's a bigger game, but see the fact that we're doing even better in Europe now, does that maybe play onto these teams? We're like, oh, you sort of went to the last day at Europe, beating Dortmund, beating this, beating that, and then it's a I'll show you attitude when they show up here?
I mean, possibly. Aye, but Henry, like, any player gives away an own goal, they're going to get absolutely slated. That's the thing. Like, I can't remember the exact circumstances around it. I can't remember if it was one where it's like
Alfie would link up, yeah.
Aye.
Either wing, we've had the ball where it's Ramsey or Kent or something here, and they've got like three around them. Tav crossing chance.
Tav on the back post. Who's there for it?
Morelos screaming for a penalty, and we've got it. Have we got it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Is it? I don't know. Is he booking Morelos?
Oh,
Or is
there's
he
a yellow
booking...
card
hold
there.
on, hold the bus.
There's a yellow card there.
That is a penalty. And I think it's a penalty. She must be ahead of the game. See, for this angle, this is a lot better. I mean,
Mate, I'm not going to lie, it's pixelated as hell.
It is a very... Nah, he does.
Oh,
he pulls his shirt.
He's
He does
ragging on his
pull it.
shirt there, aye. He's ragging on his shirt there.
He does pull it, to be fair. There we are. Penalty to Rangers. We take it. Oh my god, I can see social media now.
And there we go. As I said, there's always that one player that brings the spark back into the game, and today it has been Bobby Madden, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done, Bobby.
That's why we need all that Sydney Cup money for paying off these refs. It's finally coming through.
Right,
boys.
Tav, come on. This has to go in. Oh my god, and that's a howling penalty. Oh man. He didn't even look at the ground. He never even looked at the ball. Nothing. Gio tries to clap the team back to encourage it. We'll see it back for this angle. It's just up and over. Just horrible. He's been hitting a few in the top bins lately. I think he's tried to do the exact same, and no this time. Horrid, man. We go again.
Oh yes, that just happened.
FS Tav.
Aviation, just your moaning about nothing, and then like the extremely negative upcoming comments, mate. That's fine. Gio have his work cut out here. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. What a big half-time team talk. Still got time to get a goal here, but if it stays like this.
That is absolutely embarrassing, man. That is embarrassing.
Yep. As you say, we have penalty. There's always no.
We've had a penalty, and we've still got 0 shots on target.
Yep.
I know.
That is what it is. You never, ever. I'll never slate a player for, unless it's like they've tried a Panenka or something that's been saved. But if you hit the target, you're like, alright, cool, fair enough. You just cannot miss the target by a penalty. You've got to make them save it.
It doesn't, like, as long as you force a save for a penalty, I'll never complain. But if it's off target, you've got no excuse for putting the ball off target for what is it, 12 yards, 16 yards?
12, mate.
It seems like it doesn't seem like it's 12 yards between the 6-yard box and the 18-yard box. But hey, it is. That's how math works. But it doesn't look it sometimes.
Horrible season, horrible league form, that's for sure. Still got 2 cups we're in. Long way to go in the league yet, but horrible league form right now is easy enough to say.
To be fair, Arfield stepped it up the past 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, he's been involved with it more.
Goldson's the ball there, rightly so, screaming for it. Well done, Goldson. Smack it, Goldson. Okay. Finds Tav. Tav, nice ball.
Unlucky. Ramsey looks up at the sky, thinks maybe he should have done better himself there, but unlucky.
I'll see it here, Tav. Good cross, gets it right in. Nah. Ramsey just can't get up over it. He's still under the ball and just sends it over. Man.
Right. How long are we getting? They've not said daddy time yet, have they?
No.
4 minutes, of course, when Rangers are losing, there's only 4 in this. Nonsense. I mean, I was genuinely expecting that to be about 8 minutes there.
I just, like I said, anything under 5, I'd have been like, what the hell? I'd have thought about 6 minutes would have been fairish.
Definitely not expecting as little as 4, that's for sure.
Nah. Oh, aye. Cameron, that is exactly it. There's still 2 old firms, but we still need to be, as you said, within distance to make those 6 points count.
Stopped the game 3 times. 2 different toilet rolls, the tennis balls, injuries, penalties, this, that.
Aye.
What a chance should that only be 4 minutes?
Ah, man.
Celtic champions. Jason, I would encourage you to Google right now Champions of Scotland, and it'll tell you who that is, pal, just in case you're confused. How is Red Star not? How is Red Star 6? What do you mean, how is Red Star 6? Confused. Ramsey running into trouble and tried a flick. Still again 3 around him. Like, where are our spare men here? We just don't seem to be able to work this part of the bus at all. Kent maybe trying a bit too much. Sands standing inside there. Easy ball.
That's the thing though, we just don't seem to want to take the easy balls. It's always try to
oh mate, Ramsey too slow, gets the ball nipped off him.
Aye,
attack here.
100%.
Ball getting crossed in, we know how good the crosses have been so far, thankfully not this time. Bassey needs to deal with it. Fucking hell, that's a booking to say the least.
Mate, that looked like he went double-fisted into Bassey's face there, man.
That a booking at least for the Dundee boy here. No, it's not a red. It's definitely booking, but...
Aye, definitely.
Bassey just clears the ball and Elliott just continues on right into him.
A red would have been very harsh in that situation, but it's 2 hands into the face.
Tell you, by the way, it's certainly more of a... It's not a red card, but it's more of a red card than Ross County got against that lot yesterday, that's for sure.
Like, I genuinely wish at the end of games, refs would
always have to
answer for their decision. Like, I'm not saying every single decision, but like big moments like red cards and stuff like that.
Just like the average interview that everyone gets, like the couple of minutes. What was your thoughts behind this? What was this? And then sit and tell them, oh, by the way, you got that wrong. We've seen the replay, and then see what they say about it. 100%. It's not as if it's a massive change to football. Like a ref just comes out and answers these questions for a couple of minutes. So it's not a massive change in routine.
I mean, I think I said it
but
to
the
you when
refs
I
would
was
fight
watching.
every single step of the way to not make that happen because they know how bad that would make them look.
That's the thing, 100% they would. But it's like I think I was saying. I can't remember if it was to you, Reese, or to you, Stuart. But there was a game I was watching where it was, I think it was the American pre-show for one of the European games midweek, because but it was like they actually had a ref on that gave like insight from the ref's point of view. Like, do the refs do any research on players? Do they know players are likely to do this, or players more likely to go down and try and win a foul? Like, they gave a lot of insight into how refs prepare and look at a game. Like, I'd love to see that in like the UK. I'd love to see British broadcasters doing that kind of thing.
Lads, I'm
Again,
just going to get a drink quickly.
No bother, mate. No bother. There you go, mate. Aye, so difficult first half there. Chat.
I'll talk about the penalty.
Aye, first off, let's just not talk about the penalty, but
It is, isn't it?
who so far has looked like that player that's going to be that spark? Like, who's looked our best player?
Kent.
I don't think anyone even needs to ask that. It has been Kent.
He's the only one that looks like he's actually showed up.
Right.
Get the Rebo on.
By the way, for a miss that bad, can we get Tav off penalties? Like, I wouldn't have minded if he'd got it on target and the keeper saved it, as we said during the game. But can we take Tav off penalties now if he's missing like that?
Who would you put on them?
Depends who's in the pitch.
Anybody.
Alfie.
Get the shagger.
Don't tempt me. Alfie. Ramsey if he's in the pitch. Ruth if he's in the pitch. Now, BT do it, or they used to. To be fair, I've not seen BT do it for a while. I don't know if it's maybe just with the Prem they do it. Because the only time I really watching BT is, well, when I've got it for Rangers or European nights, but are you drunk because you missed one penalty? Oh no, this is the thing, right? You're 12 yards. 12 yards from the goal line, there is no pressure on you from players. There's nothing, there's literally nothing in that situation that should stop a player getting that at least on target for a penalty. So for me, yes, if a player misses a penalty and does not get it on target, they're taking off penalties for a while. 100%. If a player cannot get a penalty on target, they're off them. And that's not just because it's Tav. I'd say the same if it was Alfie. I'd say if it was Ruth. I'd say if it was Ramsey, whoever. But the way I look at it is, if you miss a penalty, you're off it. It's on to the next one. So, for me, it would be rotate.
So the winner stays on, mate. So,
Aye, winner stays on in penalties, basically.
winner stays
aye.
on.
Exactly.
You score it, you stay on it.
If,
You miss,
if
you're
you're in
off it.
form and you're taking penalties well, aye,
Get a rotation of players that would like to take one. If you miss, you're off. Simple.
100%.
Because then you can build up around a form, you know. It's just the way it is.
Jason, I'm not arguing that players, like, I'm not arguing, like, saying Tav's the only one to ever miss a penalty. Of course not, players do, but it's like, I genuinely just believe that if a player can't hit the target for there, I'm not saying take them off penalties permanently, but, like, I'm very much in the same vein of, you praise players when they do things right and they do things well, and you punish players when they make mistakes. Like, I'm very much one of those people that a mistake, you punish a mistake. Like, you don't just have this snowflake mentality of,
Slapping the wrist.
oh, it's alright, mate, you'll get it next time, it's okay, it's okay. Like, if it's a mistake that is completely within your power, get punished for it.
Especially 1-0 down, though.
Ah.
If we were up...
I mean, don't get me wrong,
bad.
it stings more because it's 1-0
Yes.
down, but...
I mean, it'd still been a scoreline, but...
Yeah.
I need a bit of... man.
There's more going wrong. Yeah, I'm not arguing that there's not more going wrong and that there's more need fixed. There's 100% more that needs fixed with this performance today. But on the topic of the penalty, then I am someone that very much believes, as we said, the winner stay on mentality. Not mentality, winner stays on system. If you're taking your penalties and you're hitting them, fair. Unless someone's absolutely outstanding in putting penalties literally postage stamp top corner 10 times out of 10 in training, at that point, aye, stick them in penalties. But if it's just average penalties that any striker or whatever could hit, rotate it. Is it just me when we got the pen? Which way Jared and charge something like this?
Wish we had Gerard in charge for having the pen? What? What? What do you mean? It's not as if he sent them.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't get what you mean there. I'm not gonna lie.
Reword it for us, mate. Sorry.
This is what he said. I don't think we need a full rebuild because the quality in players is there. Absolutely, the quality of players is there.
It's the same team that won the league. There's not much changes at all.
Exactly.
Exact same.
Yeah. Are you not listening to what I'm saying? I know he's put 2 in the top bins the past 2 weeks. I know that. My point was, and a winner stays on, if he comes off penalties, then is absolutely banging them in again and is actually scoring them again in training or whatever, then yes, by all means, put him next up. But when he's missed one, no. No one's debating.
I don't know.
No one's debating that he put absolute banger penalties in the last 2 penalties he's took.
You've still got the Scottish Cup as well, mate, which is, of course, a massive thing to win. 4 points. See if it was even a draw, if it's a loss today. If you go 6 points behind, you're 4 points behind is still doable. 6 points behind, you're starting to be like, oh, don't know about that, but
6 points behind,
definitely not over, but
both old firms.
Then you drop any more points. Like, we drop points today, you cannot drop points for literally the remainder of the league.
Yeah.
Which, how realistic is that game with our current form?
Unless Celtic go on a bad run of form and drop points left, right and centre, then I swear to God, you're not listening to what we're saying. Steely literally said, get a pool of players that want to take penalties and rotate it around that. Are you just not hearing it, or are you just hearing what you want to hear so you can be deliberately argumentative in chat? Because if so, then get the fuck out.
7 points by a goal difference. Oh well, I get you.
You'd be as well giving them that extra point for the goal difference. Aye.
I was confused, but I get what you mean, because the goal difference, they're going to finish in higher goal difference this year. That's 100%. They're 100% going to be finished on more goals than us. Midfield's been garbage. There's been nothing in there so far. Even Lundstrom, who's been brilliant recently, hasn't been in the game much. Maybe he's better when he's playing with Jack. Who knows what it is, but.
Oh, David, I know, mate. I know.
Can't drop any points. Yeah. A striker should be on Pens. I mean, Pens is like, you've got to think who's like your good dead ball striker in it. Don't mind as much a defender hitting them. It depends on how they hit them. But
Go on it again. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. It's like, I'm not saying Tav will miss the next penalty, because I don't think he will. But just my mentality towards things is, you mess up, you get punished for it. Obviously, not everyone agrees with that mentality, but my personal mentality is, you mess up something like that, you get punished for it. That's my opinion, and that's my mentality in things, because if you want to get better and you want to be the best, you learn from the mistakes, you take the punishment for it, you lift your chin up, and you prove that you want that back.
I personally wouldn't
That's all I'm trying to
take
say.
someone off if it was saved, but I would take them off if it was missed.
Mate, that is exactly what I said. That is exactly what I said when you were away. I went, if it's a save, not an issue at all, but when you're 12 yards away and put it over like that, cycle it out, give them a break. But as I said, that, like, it's just my mentality on things. Like, you take the punishment, you own up to it, you're like, yeah, okay, I messed up, and then you prove that you want it again.
Ramsey goes, oh, Cameron, that's a guarantee, mate, innit? You know he's gonna disappear, then be absolutely class by Wales, and then come back. Got Roof and Aribo. I'm down for Roof and Aribo taking one. Saying who said about Roof? Callum said about Roof being the penalty taker. Wouldn't be totally against that, mate, but as you say, how often is he on? The only issue is, it's just,
that's the issue.
do we move it around? Do we move the system around to try and find a way that Roof and Morelos can play together? Because if not, then Morelos is going to start every day over Roof. It's just the unfortunate thing of playing it like, mate, Rangers when the competition is so high.
Here's the question for you, right? We've saw how good Alfie's play is, dropping back, picking the ball up in the link-up play, right? How do you think Alfie would do in a number 10 role?
He almost plays it anyway, but... Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He almost plays it anyway.
It is difficult, sure, mate. That is it's definitely a part of it, but it is what it is. It's part of the league. We unfortunately just need to deal with it. Find the way.
4-4-2. I don't like the 4-4-2 system personally, and I don't think that 4-4-2 system would work for us. I really don't.
I don't even think clinical's the word for it, willpower. I think it's just I don't think there's much denying right now. They're better at breaking down the part of the bus. That's the difference between it right now. Like, let's look at, see, when you look at actually what team is better, you start to look at like Europe, where they are getting battered off of teams that just come out and play a normal game of football. Scottish football is just a different kettle of fish altogether. Like, winning the league here means you're more consistently better at breaking down a wall. Like, it's a weird way to think about it, but we are every bit as good as them, if not a lot better, as Europe shows. But the thing is, with the league, it's all about how good can you break down the wall, and right now they're a lot better than that it is. So that's the way it is, unless we figure a way about that and then get at least 4 points off of 2 old firms, they're going to win the league.
I mean that's what I was saying before in the start of that first half. The European style of football just suits us so much better because it is so much more attacking than domestic football. It leaves you the space to actually play football, whereas when you're playing teams that are such like anti-football teams.
We should bring him Lowry 100%. Well, he's no involved, but he should be right in with the team. He should be right in amongst it, mate. 100%. Chris, I presume you, like the we is Celtic, absolutely blew us away in the first half due to you've seen the horrendous mistakes that were happening by your team, and Borna Barisic, especially in the first half, was arguably, I think, one of, if not the worst Rangers performance I've ever seen by anyone. But apart from that, second half, I know Celtic took a foot off the gas a little bit, being 3-0 up, as you would, but second half it was a lot more even after we sorted it out, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the old firms this season, won't we? Because what a lot of Celtic fans tend to forget with that one game is we were undefeated but for 2.5 years before that against you, and pumped cheese week in, week out, or week in, week out, game in, game out, as what it is. See Lowry's goal yesterday? Yes, he did, Alexander, mate. Very impressive. He's a level above. He's a level above the reserves, or the B team. 2nd or 3rd of April, that weekend, Cam, whatever one a Sunday is. We've got Sakala and, what is it, Aribo? Is Sakala coming on as well? Yeah, Sakala and Aribo, and it's Hollander and, who was that? Arfield, I think? Okay. So we're going, how's he working this then? I'm actually, like, so is Sands going into centre half? I think Sands is going to go centre back. But then I would say we're going to go a 3 back, but you're not going to have Goldson, Tav and Bassey as a, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to end up being 2 at the back, genuinely, and just throwing everything forward, mate. Okay, we're going for it. And the toilet roll is underway again. Oh dear. And I've picked it up again. Oh man. 1.5 between him and Sands, isn't it? 2 of them can do it. Wouldn't call it lucky. I never said the last one was lucky. I just said it was a battering of mistakes by Rangers in the first half. I never said it was lucky, it was a deserved win. Yep, spot on, John. Spot on, mate. Stuart's fed up with this, man. What is your team talk then? What is your team talk at half time there? As we wait another 2.5 minutes. Racing off anything we need to, you need to get another one, just going to call, just giving a point of view, or you don't want using Australia. It's absolutely fine, but first of all, we definitely don't want to be in Australia, so glad we can agree on that, mate. But it's just what happens with penalties. It's just like a foul.
That's me next to the shop. I'm back ready for my second half protest.
Here
we go.
If you foul someone, that's it.
Let's get it.
It's just how a penalty works, mate. I know like a lot of you aren't too great with the
Yeah,
rules
mate.
of the game and stuff, but like when you are filled in the box, it's just it works as a penalty, mate. That's how
Thank
it
God.
happens. Whether I know you're conspiracy and want to think about it, and Rangers keep you awake at night and that stuff, but it just is what it is, mate. A foul in the box leads to a penalty. You get Fashion and a Reebok on for Arfield and Hollander.
Sure just said to me there.
Aye, they've threw the bog rolls on again at the start of this half.
I know, mate. I've got mine with me ready and all. Let's go.
Aye, you're just back, mate. Got to Dundee that quickly to throw it on and that was it.
Aye, mate. Just jumped in my helicopter, dropped them near the pitch as I was going, mate. You know what I mean? Alright, last year your lot cried plenty, Lisboa, it's fine.
Finds Bassey with an overlap here.
Corner there.
We're going to get a corner at that. We do. Never seen the angle whether it went for a throw or a corner, but it was a corner. Okay, right. Only issue is here, you've took off Big Phil. The best header that we've got now.
Wait, so
Just
what?
step him up.
What? Hold on, what were the changes then?
Phil and Arfield for Aribo and Sakala.
Bell and Arfield, right? Okay. You'd think what that'll be Lundstrom dropping back into centre back, Sands playing that
Decent
defensive.
ball in that. Oh, wait, easy enough.
Which at that point you'd think they'd move Ramsey into the number 10 and put Sakala out in the right.
What exactly is the problem with the game in Australia? Well, a number of things, mate. But number one, the organisers of the tournament are calling it like the Glasgow Derby and everything. They're calling it about making it about Angie's homecoming. So they're making it all about Celtic and not even mentioning the word Old Firm and everything. So they're disrespecting Rangers from the get go. Another part of it is a friendly against Celtic. Like we're going over there to help Celtic make money. Like we know what they stand for. They glorify terrorist organisations. You see the court cases right now, as the Rangers fans have put up multiple times. You don't want to make money with child molesters. It is what it is, and the reasons just go on and on and on and on, mate. It should just never happen. We should play them in competitive matches only.
That's the thing about them not calling it the Old Firm, like, it's crap, but that wouldn't, if it was just that, it wouldn't bother me, because, like, to me it's just a case of they don't understand the culture.
It's more than a game of football.
Aye, they don't understand the culture around the Old Firm.
Any other teams.
Aye, but the big thing for me is, as you said, putting money in their pockets.
Yes.
That's the thing for me.
Us helping them pay their court cases. Like, no thanks.
I don't even think it's Tav. Tav wins the ball, touches it away a good half second there before there's even contact, so.
Don't want to make. I'm disgusting for not wanting to make money with child molesters. That is a very, very weird mentality you've got there, Neil. That is not the type of person I would like in here. Because I don't know if you're aware, but child molesting is seen as bad in the world. But hope you work out those problems with your therapist or with your, or you're getting battered in jail, whatever. Yeah, that's a bit weird, mate. Tav smashes the ball. That is no good. There's a decent chance that a free kick. Mate, that might be one of the weirdest comments. Derek, that must be up there with. We had a weird comment last week. That's got to be up there. That's easily a top 5 weirdest comment we've ever had.
Thing. Like, I didn't even respond to it because straight away I'm going through every single different scenario and trying to work out every different context in
what
which
you
he
mean?
means that. It's like, okay, is it either saying child molestation isn't bad, or is it saying Celtic aren't linked with child molestation? Like, what, like, and this isn't me trying to slate the guy at all. This is not like me slating him. This is me just trying to work out what he's trying to say. Like, child molestation's bad. There's a reason that even in jail you will be killed for that. There's not much else you'll get killed for in jail, but child molestation is one of them.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason even hardened criminals, like murderers and everything.
I'd love to know what goes through this boy's head to say, you are disgusting for saying that. What?
I know, but it's like, and then is it like, oh, then it's like, oh, you're disgusting for using that to get one up over Celtic. Oh, no, Celtic just don't fucking do it then. There's your answer. Like, I'm trying to work out in what context you're the bad guy for calling out paedophilia.
Oh man.
I know, Max.
The man with the
that's
best hairdo in footballs just went off, McGowan.
Like, Max, that's the last I'm going to talk on it, but it just fucking baffles me, you know what I mean? Like, it genuinely just boggles my mind.
Does Celtic win the league? They do sometimes, mate, yeah. Can you open my window? I'm not open. You're sitting in the big telescope.
Roof forming up. So I'm assuming that'll be Alfie going off for roof.
No. Ramsey.
It could be Ramsey, actually, aye.
I mean, the last time we were upset about Morelos getting took off for Roof, he came on and scored. Right away, so on fashion, lad. We know what he's got, we know the directness, but is he going to find space for it in this type of pitch? Hmm. '55th. Alfie, a wee knock on. It's mate, that's bounced nearly 3 times by the pitch with no one onto that. Right, Kent, forward. Nice. Oh, he's took too much, man.
Too big a touch there, man.
Well, in Sands.
Well done, Sands, into him.
He's actually going to book him for that and everything. Mate. See this angle. Looked fine in real time, but
right. He doesn't. To be fair, he doesn't get the ball. The Dundee player hits the ball off him, and that's where the contact comes through it. He does miss the ball and go through the player there.
I think that's harsh.
I'd say foul, but I think yellow card might be a bit hard. I don't know. Because if you're saying it's a yellow for the 2 fists into the face of Bassey, like, I don't know. Like, try to take all by, so it's definitely a foul, because the Dundee player gets the ball.
I'm going to look at the starting 11 we had for last week against Dundee.
Last week against Dundee, I think the difference was literally Jack and Aribo, I think.
We had Kamara starting and Ryan Jack
Kamara
starting was the only difference. So Kamara for
Aribo in this situation.
Kamara for Arfield and it's Jack for Lundstrom. Is the difference. So it's not as if
for Lundstrom?
Yep.
I thought it was... No, Sands didn't start against them last time, did he?
Yep.
he got subbed on during it.
It's no good, Max. We've seen it far too often. We're waiting for the last 10, 15 or a big moment in the game to get the urgency going, and then you're going, oh, well, was that the full game?
Oh, Rangers up and win that. There we go.
Oh, that's just typical of this game. Ball played out to Sakala, who falls in his ass, and it's right back to Dundee. Oh man. Boys, time is ticking on. It's ticking on.
Come on,
Dundee
Rangers.
tried
Get
that
this one.
cross.
Get another goal. Come on, Rangers. Get a goal.
But then it's awkward the way you work it, Max, isn't it? Because then you look at Euro, you look at the European games, and you're like, well, Gio is the absolute man. Then you look at here, and it's just so different. I feel like the fact that he's doing so well in Europe shows me that he is more the man. It's just he needs to learn the system for this, because we've seen how good we can play. We've seen, like, it's just finding the system for this. And then, which, to be fair, Gerrard, he came in and won the league and everything. Same group of players. How long did it take Gerrard before we were actually like, right, okay, this team's looking the partner? How many times? I'm sure everyone at some point, well, a lot of Rangers fans were calling for Gerrard to be sacked at some point within his first season and a bit. You know what I mean? Especially I was one of them after the. What was that, like back-to-back losses at Tynecastle, and you were pretty much out the cup, and then you were losing a lot more points at the league, and it was like a big horrendous spell. At that point, you were questioning. You were like, oh, but here we are. But then the thing is as well, is like you've got the same group of players that know that style. I know it's going to be different, or not under the same coaching staff, but they still know how to break this down. Morelos keeping things alive at the back. Stick is still bouncing about there, no takers. Asking for Morelos to be offside. I don't think so, Morelos. Oh, the camera angle.
Decent shot, but
yeah, camera angle made that look a bit better than what it was. But we'll try and give you some good news, Gary. There's no much to know.
I mean, so far, good news. We're looking at a lot more threatening second half than we were the first half.
Morelos lays off Tav, allowing him to bring the ball forward. Puts Fashion in, who has 5 Dundee players in front of him. Where is our spare men? There's one! Oh man! What a save that is! That is an outstanding save. I think that's down off the ground at first as well. Ramsey nearly getting us back into this. We'll look at this cross. It's a great cross from Fashion. It's a brilliant save, to be fair, and he does well to palm it away. And because Alfie was following in, waiting to tap it in.
Like, any keeper could probably have pushed that away, but he done very, very well to take stock of where Alfie was and make sure to push it away from him.
Yeah, this ball in, decent Tav. Oh, it's bouncing about. It's bouncing at the 6-yard box with no takers. Come on.
Makes it even
Still
worse.
Alive. Ramsey clips it in. Dundee away.
Makes it even worse that the Dundee player took their keeper out. So if we got to that, that was basically a guaranteed goal. Although I have got to ask, where was this fight in the first hour of the game?
I know.
Ramsey bringing it forward, just bouncing about in the box again, cleared. It's very hit and miss with Wilson, mate, isn't he? He's some good ones, but a lot of very questionable ones as well. It's a great ball into Aribo. In the box, this is a lot better. These changes have woke us up. If we keep this going, we're going to score at least one. which isn't good enough, but at least one. We just tested the keeper. How many shots on target we just had there? In, like 3 or 4 within the past 5 minutes, and never even looked like anything in the first half.
And I mean, but at the same time,
ball's decent.
Credit to the Dundee keeper. He's pulled out a few good saves with those shots, though. Especially that header. That header was a good save, as much as I hate to say it. Aye.
It's possible for your bet. I mean, it's possible. You see about the foreign football fans that we get to come in here and they see Rangers in Europe and they come in and they bet on us scoring all these goals in the league. Like, no. You can tell you don't watch Scottish football that often.
Don't do that. Trust me, don't do that. Aye.
Oh, mate!
Oh!
Yet another chance bouncing along the 6-yard box. Is there a touch there that distracts Morelos? We'll see from this angle. It's a great ball in and the keeper just... I think it's too much of a distraction for Morelos to get to. That save is outstanding, man. Roof on, nice.
Roof on.
Come on. Get this ball in for the corner. It's a decent ball. It's bounced first, cleared easily, but man. Kent, Tav. Floating down the back stick again, and I'll take it! Yes, man! Come on! Ramsey! Let's get it! 1 goal, still need another one. That's not enough, but good. I've got plenty of time to actually get this game won.
Let's go.
Good job, man. That's a good ball in for Tav with an overload at the back post. I think it was Morelos that put it back across the 6-yard box, and Ramsey's standing there. 5 yards of space everywhere around him. We'll see it a bit before this angle, but Tav whips it in. Is it... Oh, it's Roof? Is it Goldson? Can't see for that angle, but the keeper's actually saved it into... It's Roof, yeah. Into Ramsey's path. Good stuff.
Fantastic. Like, you very much hear it called the striker's instinct for Ramsey there, following that ball up right onto the goal line. Like, fantastic. And it's Roof for Sands. Okay, so Gio's making this a very attacking team now.
Good.
He understands that a point is not enough.
But the thing about all these subs and everything, look how good the team plays in that with it, then why didn't they know... Oh, hold on. Sakala nearly scored 2 in a couple of minutes, yeah.
I'm still sticking to my 3 wins.
Henry, I would like to retract my statement about that.
Yeah. Who says Ramsey's a whipping boy?
Well, aye, that's what we were saying. We were saying he shouldn't be. He had, don't get me wrong, he had a couple of howler moments in this game, a couple of very poor touches, but
good timing for him, man. Well done, Aribo. What a difference he's made.
Oh, aye. But that's probably arguably at this point that's the perfect time to get that goal. 25 minutes left to play.
When everyone is fit, when everyone is fit, you cannot play Arfield over Joe Aribo. It cannot happen. That's not in that. Play it on, man.
There's a free kick against Tav for that.
He's been decent since he's come on as well, Henry, to be fair, mate.
Mystic, assuming you're an Arsenal fan there with that, Aaron Ramsey, COYG.
Let's go,
I'm just assuming come on you Gunners, but... Or come on you Jers, one of the two. But, you know. Well, could be either.
Either or.
I'm glad they've got that Ajax Amsterdam, by the way, tuning into the stands. That is awesome. See, once everyone, it's not as if it's very difficult words to pick up because it's do 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 do, and then Glasgow Rangers. But I bet there'll still be some people like, what's it once again? I was getting like close up of the UB bouncing a bit to it. I said, guys, you're celebrating for that goal there, but it's a bit more of relief. It's no. We'll not be celebrating at the end. The first finish is 1 each, that's for sure.
Oh God, no.
1 each ain't good enough. I'm agreeing on this. Red Star equals best for home support in the world. Not at all. No chance. I don't think Red Star are in the conversation. Very,
I mean,
very
don't
good,
get-
very
don't-
good.
don't
but
get me
not
wrong.
in, like best in the world support. No.
If you put them person to person up against people at Ibrox, they'd probably have more people that are actually actively involved. Especially we whereabouts you sit, Reese, with all the people that moan when people
Well,
stand up.
It
to
depends on
celebrate.
the game, but because
Aye.
Red Stars will be a better home sport than Rangers, like overall. Because I bet you Red Star are even like that against like the bottom of the table teams, like they're Dundee, whoever that is in Serbia. But when we're playing Red Stars, when we're playing Dortmund, we'll be as good as anyone on the planet. But you have teams that are just more consistent at home, which don't know why Ibrox ain't like that. Don't know why 90% of people in there don't want it like that week in, week out. But hey, can't force them to get up and sing and jump about. So like Leslie's looking, David. Question.
Not Rangers, that's the thing. Like, from my experience, like anytime I've been with Reese and sat where he sits normally, a lot of it, anytime there was something going on, people stood up. It would be just people all about like complaining about people standing up and making an atmosphere. Like
Dundee in the box. Rebo blocks it across. Nice. Hi, Henry. I know, mate. I know the feeling.
Like I genuinely don't understand why football fans don't want an atmosphere. Ooh, unlucky.
Oh, mate.
What's that still in play? Here's the thing. But
Ajax fans, 3 little birds, yeah. Ajax fans are brilliant. 20 minutes. Free header for up the pitch, no takers after that. Throw in, we had attack again, here we go.
Right, here's something that I was just thinking about there when we were talking about fans and stuff, right?
Get it, man.
Like obviously, like you get people that seats have been in their family for multiple generations across season tickets, like this, that, and the other, right? But
Kent looking for
Would you-
Bassey, gets to it, corner, let's go.
corner for Rangers, here we go. I'll finish that thought off in a minute after this corner, but
It was only into the message. The Bromby game? I was in Sandy Jordan Rear. Oh, wait. Aye, I was in the Sandy Jordan Rear for the Bromby game. I was the only one bouncing around me. You must have been at a right stingy
depends what
bit.
end
Aye.
you were on at.
I was literally right above the Bromby fans.
I was going to say, are you down at the Bromby end, or were you up at the
If you're near the Copeland end, then maybe that.
Road end? Aye. But since we seem to have a bit longer a break and play here with the sub and everything, like I get people don't want to give up season ticket seats and that they've had for like years and years and years and years, right? But people that don't want to be in an area that people stand up and everything like that, almost like I know there's the family stand and all that,
Go on,
but
Tav.
even like
Another corner.
another corner. But and obviously there's the family stand and that kind of thing, right? But like even at that, like there's like kids in that at the game who want to go stand up, like get involved in the atmosphere.
And the family stand ain't even the family stand. That's the most
I know.
hostile
I know.
atmosphere part in the stadium.
I know. I
I
know. But like my point being,
Rebo keeps it alive front.
almost
Another
like
corner. Go Dallas, go, get your story, hurry up.
go. Almost like a quiet coach on trains. Why not put one section of a stand that's for all the people that don't want to get up, don't want to make noise, don't want to be part of the atmosphere, and then give everyone else the rest of the stadium?
Use another corner. No, get a goal kick this time. Corners are over.
It doesn't look right with the sponsorship. I mean, I think I get what you're saying, but I think that's why they've went with the white on white so that it does blend in and so that it looks like the original. But obviously, contractually, they're obliged to have the sponsors on it. So,
Pretty much, Max. There's no. You talk about atmospheres, this, that, and the next thing, but there's not genuinely many clubs on the planet besides Celtic as well that are draws a defeat. There's so many teams like, oh, draws decent, came back, fought well. No.
Johnny, either that or the thing that we've been asking for ages. Say standing. Any thoughts on that?
Well done, Joe. I mean, aye, you're fine now then, Henry, mate. You're sorted. I'm wanting to move over. I need to contact again about it.
You've been trying to get your seat moved for like, what, 3-4 seasons now?
I contacted that like last season and they were talking about... Oh, mate, what am I saying? I was wondering what Cameron was putting that in for, mate. This is, how Scottish football is that, mate? The sprinklers have just turned on mid-game. That is Scottish football right there, honestly. That clip's going to go viral. Typical Scottish football after this. Don't do yourself any favours.
The poor quality Scottish football Twitter's going to have that clip on it.
Absolutely.
Poor quality Scottish football is going to have that clip on it.
Sprinklers have turned on mid-game. Oh my god, man. Imagine we were on an attack or something.
Mate, if we slip in the edge of the box now and miss a chance cause it, then I'm blaming the sprinklers. It's a conspiracy, the sprinklers are against 56.
Hampton won English? It's not as bad then. Scottish football saved.
We're safe, it's fine. They can't use it against us.
Hold the bus.
Oh, that's poor, man, that's poor.
That was a horrendous pass out for the back, but we've done well to defend after it. Aribo gets stuck in.
I think that was a very unintentional la roulette there for the Dundee player. I think he just went one way to get away from Bassey and then got spun around by, I think, Kent coming into his shoulder.
Dundee trying to fall down the box. Decent bit of play this from them, to be fair.
Mate, Dundee have actually, when they've came forward, they've looked alright.
Oh, and they've ruined it all by passing the ball straight at the pitch.
Mate, I'm just going to keep gassing up Dundee. Every time I do that, then it's just going to be them putting the ball out of play.
Good knock on Morelos. He's Kent loads of space in the middle. Sakala driving to the box. It's taking too long, man. He's took too long. Aribo shooting chance. Good block. Alfie comes to him, still alive. Offside, apparently.
Oh, no one has PSG in their bet today. 2 down away to Monaco.
Mate, they're in all sorts of bother now, PSG, aren't they?
Mate,
Leading
I'm
downhill.
trying to think what esports that is. I think PSG have entered like Valorant or something like that now. Which confuses me. I get them having a team in FIFA, and I get them having a team in Rocket League, because it's football with cars.
Teams everywhere, man, aren't they? PSG.
But Valorant, that
You
makes
know
no
Monaco
sense.
now? Oof.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Aye, that's interesting.
Oh no, it's Rainbow Six that they've went into. But of all leagues, they've went into the Japanese league. French team picks up a non-football related esports team in a Japanese league.
Stranger things have happened, mate.
Yeah, actually. Also, who's watching the F1 today as well? How many F1 fans have we got in the chat?
Who's going to be the hero here, man?
No. I reckon it's going to be a Rebo. Cali does well to get it past the first player into the edge of the 6-yard box, but there's no one at that front post for it. Let's go. I used to I used to really like Lewis when he first came into it. Then he went through a spell of being super arrogant, and I went off him.
Early ball, brings it in the box. Well done, the keeper, man.
Good save for the keeper there, right?
Keeps it in him well as well.
Aye. But like now I'm indifferent to him. Like I don't like him to the point of like supporting him, but I don't dislike him. But for me, like team I've been a fan of for a couple of years now has been Red Bull since Ricardo was there and they were bringing Max through. Like, love Red Bull. Watch Drive to Survive, yes, fantastic series on Netflix.
Oh, someone bouncing about, man.
Jesus.
We're slowing the tempo back down the game. We need to pick this up.
Yep. Don't understand rules in that F1. Henry, it's... what the heck kind of ball is that? Henry, it's one of those ones you pick up. It's. I mean, I might be biased here because obviously, like I've been watching it for years now, but like I'd say half a season down, you'd be able to pick up the rules pretty quickly. But like the stewards, the commentators, and everything are pretty good for explaining like the rules and everything around it with F1. Oh man.
10-15 minutes max to go here.
Right.
And the ball's just getting casually strolled down the back.
Oh, Rangers, like I genuinely, like a couple of people have said it in chat as well, but like this could be another helicopter Sunday this year. Could very easily be a helicopter Sunday this year.
Oh, I'm getting squeaky bum timed here, man.
I know, mate, I know.
Flashing, ball in, well defended again.
Dundee are literally throwing their lives at this, the new man, to keep that ball at the back of the net.
Dundee try to get another attack going here, try to steal the ball back. Bit too much time for him here. Nah. Silly foul, man. This is what they're dreaming of now. Just set plays to slow this down, just punt it in the box. About another minute added on here with the length of this.
Oh man. No Rangers wasting the time, Callum. At least no, you're saying it's Dundee making a sub, you know?
No, it's a foul.
I'm carrying on from McDade there, aye.
Right, McGregor looking for a counter. He punts. Never a foul. Sakala plays on. Morelos was asking for him behind. Nope. Throw in. Kent try to take on a couple on his own. Oh, I don't know if it's happening here.
He just wasn't given an option there, mate, after he got past the 2 players. It was just...
Roof found in space. Slices the cross. Which is being kind to him, I think.
Oh, this game's getting painful to watch again.
There's an open ball.
Best atmospheres in no order. Ajax, Rangers, Red Star, Copenhagen, Boca Juniors, River Plate, Sheffield, Dortmund, Partizan, Fenerbahce, PSG, Galatasaray. I think South American teams like Boca, River Plate, like their atmospheres are just insane. Like that's just insanity. Like.
Oh man,
because that's the thing with South American culture. It's like football's one of the only for Brazil and a lot of like places like this, like slums in Rio, poverty-stricken. Football's a way out. So for them, football's not a sport. It's not a goal. It's literally a passion. Like everyone down there like lives and breathes football. Come on, Rangers, give us a goal. Come on!
Dalus gets called posh all the time. that mixy accent.
Mate, it genuinely is a mix of living
all
in
the
England
time,
and Scotland.
Tav, Roof, that's a shooting chance. It's Goldson! Yes, man! Come on! Come on!
Mate, tell you what, Goldson's finishing's been good the last couple of games. Goldson's finishing's been fantastic.
Goldson again steps up in Dundee.
3-1.
The volley. Let's go, man.
Is that not both?
Oh, you Celtic cunts keep talking away in the chat as well now. Come on, let's hear it. Come on.
Mate, they'll disappear now we're winning. You know they will. You like all the ones that come in here literally just to rub it in that we're losing.
Oh man!
Sitting with the tinfoil hats on. It's lovely, man.
Woo! Come on!
It, man. Love it.
Get away!
Go, man! Oh, it was so needed.
Oh, 100%.
Long time to go. 5 minutes to go.
Steve, that's the thing. Like, you say we got away with one, and 100% the way we've played today.
Oh, the toilet roll. The toilet roll's going to come back to haunt us. The toilet roll's coming back. Oh no, man.
Aye, Steve, you say we got away with it today. Aye, like we've played like absolute shite 99% of this game. 100%, I agree. But that's the thing. Like, this is what I was saying earlier on in the game. Slugfest games like this are what make champions. These games that you come in and you're like, right, okay, it looks like we're not getting even a point out of this, that you somehow managed to rescue. But these are the difference makers, you know what I mean?
Balogun on for Morelos. Rio is shutting up the shop. Oh, don't sit in. Just go and score again. Don't let us be nervous these last couple of minutes.
I'm still sticking to my 3-1 prediction.
3-1 could be safe,
You know
mate.
what?
You could be in, yeah.
I hope you're right with that 3-1 now, mate. I really do. I hope you're right. 15 minutes. I never win.
Mate, they've
I
all been.
wouldn't be surprised.
There's no way there's
They
going to
were
be more than
winning.
4 in this half. Bet you they put on more than they did in the first half here. This is it. This is where we want to keep the ball.
Alright. Just play it
Up
in the
towards,
corner. Just,
up towards the left
just play it
side.
in the corner. Who cares? Just keep it up there. FIFA gameplay now, boys.
That's it. Have
FIFA
them
gameplay.
chasing. No Joe Worrell command moments. Just keep it easy. Still, I don't know. We've been this second half we've been decent. The first half, the way the result was, you wouldn't have complained at all. Honestly, would have been lucky if we were drawn after the first half. To be honest,
Aye.
but well, we had the penalty, so we should have been level. But definitely didn't deserve to be winning after the first half. That's for sure.
They're going to help my 1 to 40 million bet happen. Aye, mate. So what? Just another 39,999,998 goals to go in probably about 5 minutes. It's doable.
Easy.
It's doable.
Go on, fashion, nip in there. Don't pull out of that. No ball, but.
Come on.
Man, I love him so much. I've never loved a footballer more than him. Like,
He's literally just sat there
sat
like,
there.
Contemplating life.
Oh man. He's got a wee ice patch in the thigh. Hopefully he's alright. We'll be fine. We need to come for another one of those special rubs that we spoke about the last time, chat. Eh?
oh no,
I
Rangers,
get sussed out.
It's not a question of belief. It's just being critical when we want to see better performances.
Sit, Roof. Roof's just get pedigreed. Hold on.
Richard's got a knee to the back of the head after being pedigreed, I know, mate. Oh, look, Gary, 100% agree. The fact that it's been a slugfest against the bottom of the table team is shocking.
7, mate. I don't even mind you spoiling that. You better be kidding me on with 7 minutes stoppage time. There's no way they have actually looked at that board and held up 7 minutes. Yous have got to be trolling. Oh no, they've actually said.
Oh, man. That's time for another two.
What they've done is they've forgot about the
The 4-1's
added
still
time
on
in the
then,
first half
boys.
and they've just added it on here. That's what they must have
The
done.
4-1's still on.
Oh. We're laughing when we get into the semis too. Oof. 7
Oh.
MAO. I like that, Billy. That's creative.
I mean,
Yeah.
Braga's not an easy team.
Yeah, the thing about Braga, innit? Last time we played Canberra up front and like your George Edmondson and everything like that, the team's a lot better now than when we last played Braga, so.
To be fair though, fair play to the Braga admin, whoever's running their social media pages. One of the first things they tweeted out after the draw was Europa League put out something about one of their goals against us last time we played. Straight away they quote retweeted it with, and then Hadji came.
Yeah.
I was just like, yes, yes.
Man, I cannot believe it. They've set 7 minutes ago. We're beating Braga. I mean, we played top of the game and we should, mate.
Absolutely rattling out around the stand now. Mate, I honestly don't understand why teams like Dundee though don't give more away ticket allocation. Look how empty their stands are, man. You could fit every Dundee fan there in one stand.
How's Aribo kept that ball there, mate? How did he keep
man.
that?
Aribo's just something different, honestly.
And that boy's still confused of what Aribo done. He's just fell over himself.
He's just been stood there looking at his feet like, what's happened?
Aribo's made him dizzy.
Just got back for your work. How's the game been? Absolute pish, Martin, but we're winning, so I'll take it.
Right, that'll do it. We've been a lot better second half. Second half we were howling. Tav missed a penalty, but we've got back in it. Good subs for Gio.
Oh,
Okay.
Fashion just couldn't get the ball goal side of him, and he had too much pressure on him there.
So
That's
shit
unlucky.
apart from the score, but we have that for every single league game remaining and we're champions, so that'll do it.
I don't know if Braga have got worse. looking at their team, I mean, I don't know, looking at their stats and that maybe, but 100%, yeah, we're a much better team now than last time we played Braga. I know, like, if Dundee equalise and anything past the 93rd minute, it's 100%. Oh, I'd say it's 100% on us, but that should have been in the first half. That shouldn't have been stoppage time in the second half.
Yeah, if how I'm still watching this in 93 minutes, like at 4 minutes to go, this is... Oh!
Like, I'm actually sat here shaking. Like, actually sat here shaking. There was the sprinklers actually as well. There was the sprinklers in this half, to be fair. What's the point in turning up really shouting as Celtic? I know, like,
maybe a big part of it is because of their fans' attitudes like that.
Aye, but Jimmy, that's what I'm saying though. It's like, at that point, if you know you're not selling them out, why not just give more away allocation?
Oh, the English fans show that back, didn't it? Like Brentford and Norwich and everything, they know they're going to get pumped week in, week out, but they've still got full stadiums. It's just an embarrassment to Scottish football.
But I think another thing is though, just generally in Scotland, the culture is you support Rangers or Celtic.
Yes.
For the most part in Scotland, the culture is you support Rangers or Celtic. Because it doesn't matter where you're from in Scotland. It doesn't matter if you're from Dumfries, Glasgow, Edinburgh, or Inverness. You go anywhere else, you get asked Rangers or Celtic.
Rangers with that.
You don't.
See, yeah, I'd prefer to play Barca in the final, Max, because of the flights over there. So imagine if it was West Ham and Rangers all trying to get to Sevilla.
Mate,
everyone's trying to get the same routes. Everyone's travelling together. It's 2 minutes down the road for the Barca boys, but if it was in the UK, I'd love it to be West Ham. But
if it was anything before Seville, I'd love to play West Ham. Aye.
No watch along until April 7th. Maybe, mate. Maybe, I don't know how. We had a good few in a row here, but I think that's us for a while after
it. Run of them, but aye.
Goodbye, boys. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Aye, because next weekend we're at home to that lot.
And it's April 7th, and it's Braga, where I'm very possibly going to be in Portugal, so it might even be the 10th of April.
It might even be
10th of April, and then if I get a St Mirren ticket, oh dear.
17th of April.
But they see you this season, lads. You see you next.
Because we don't do Old Firms either, so it wouldn't even be the 17th of April. Then if you get tickets for the Braga and the St Mirren game, the next watch along will be after the split.
Win the Europa League or win the SPL? If it's this season, I would win the Europa League over the league. If it's this season, if it was last season, SPL definitely. But because we were the champions of last season, if they were going to win 10, I would rather win the league over anything else. But if it was this season, like none of your final and that's it. But if it was winning the Europa League, I'd rather that this season. Yeah.
Aye. I'd rather win this. I'd rather win the league than be in the finals of Europa.
Oh, aye, absolutely. Getting to the final means nothing if you
100%.
Don't win it.
Runner-up's just first place loser.
Yeah. Yeah, see, for once I'm begging, someone spoil this and tell me it's full time. Someone spoil it for me and tell me it's full time.
Right, you should say it. Billy says full time.
We're all right. I'm actually, for the first, I could not do another 30 seconds of nerves here. Hit me with spoilers, tell me that it's finished and I can relax a little second. Video come from Portugal. If I go, Steve, definitely there'll be a full vlog of Portugal, mate.
I'd 100% take European success. Like, I mean, we spoke about this, what was it?
Right, 2 seconds, mate. So just before this finishes, everyone dips out. We're over 200 viewers. Thank you all very, very much for being in here. Appreciate the support as always. We're at 45 likes. See if we can get that to, what, at least 56? We were asking for 55 a lot last season, depending on the game, but we need to get 56 for this time. But don't forget to check out Dallas. Links in the description as well below. He's got a charity stream coming up soon, which he's not spoke about yet. You can speak of it quickly at the end, but yeah, thank you all.
Aye, so.
And there we
there's
are.
the final whistle.
Let's hear
Thank
for
God.
full time. Let's go.
Aye, so, as Steele alluded to there, charity stream going on Friday 25th, starts at 3 p.m. It's for children in care and that are coming out of the care system and that need help and support, and it's a charity that supports them. So if you guys do want to help in it in a way, whether you want to share the pages, donate, whatever it is, if you guys want to help out with that, it's a cause close to me. Because my partner works in care and works with kids in care, and the lack of support that they get is absolutely shocking. But if you want to come out and support that, then I appreciate that a lot. We have also got some limited edition t-shirts, which all profits from them will be going to the charity as well. So yeah, you can find all of them in my socials. YouTube's up above, Twitter will be down in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We appreciate it.
A lot of passion getting showed by these boys at the end of the pitch here. Goldson getting a lot of plaudits for scoring the winning goal, opening the scoring again at the Dundee game. But fair play to the big man. I asked for him to get rested sometime. I'm glad he wasn't arrested today. He's got the winner for us. But aye, thank you all for being in here. We'll be back ASAP. You know the score with the watch-alongs. We'll be back as soon as we can. But stay safe, everyone. Enjoy the games. Hopefully we're coming back celebrating because we've won a couple of old firms and a European quarter-final by that point. So see you later, everyone. Enjoy.